The first time that we met,
It was a weekend in January of 2013.
it was like the weekend before J term.
I went home for the weekend and I wanted to see friends and hang out with people. And so I was a freshman and I called Janine Yoder and I just wanted to hang out with her. And so I called her and I was like, what are you doing this weekend? And she was like, hey, actually I'm really busy, but you can watch my kids play basketball Saturday morning. And I was like, great.
And we stayed over his house. It was just like one of those things where just the guys were getting together, and we were just, having a good time playing games, going out to eat, just hanging out with one another. And so he told us like the day of. I was like, hey, so my brothers have like this basketball game, and you guys want to go? I'm like, all right, sure. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Saturday morning, I got up and went to the church. It was in Hilliard, and watched them, walked in, and I sat down. And usually when you sit down, you like scan the area to see and make sure you like don't know anyone, or if you do, you're like, oh, that's weird.
And we all decided to go.
Okay, so I looked across the court and I saw 4 guys that I actually recognized from Mount Vernon Nazarene University where I studied.
And while we're there, like, we see these 2 people like waving at us. And I had no idea who they were, but apparently like everyone else did. Like they were waving back, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's Miriam. That's like I know her." I was like, "Yeah, she's the best. I love her."
And I was like, that's weird. Why are they here? It's a Saturday morning at 10 o'clock watching little kids play upward basketball. Like in my brain, I was like, you should be asleep because you played video games all night. Like honestly, I was like, why are you here?
After the game, like she came over and she was with Janine. She was like, hey, what are you guys doing here? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Guys shouldn't be doing this, because she was obviously gender stereotyping, and guys have to do a certain thing at a certain time, and we don't wake up early.
We spent the whole day together. It was really cool because I was with 4 guys. I was on cloud 9. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, woo, like party pretty much.
And she will say that she felt like she was one of the guys, and she was like on cloud 9. I'm pretty sure that's like her exact words.
After the upwards game, we ended up going to watch the movie Gangster Squad.
I think from there we went to Steak and Shake.
Not Steak and Shake first, but Gangster Squad first.
We went to watch the movie. Yeah, we went to I think it was a tavern, and to watch Gangster Squad.
I did, going into that movie, I secretly wanted Kevin to sit by me. You know how you like go in a movie and you file in and that's where you sit? It's like church. You go in and you like sit. Because of the pews, you don't like awkwardly, you're like, can I pass you? Like, no, you're not gonna do that. So you're gonna just sit where you land. So that's pretty much what I did. I sat where I landed, and I landed by Carson when I really wanted to land by Kevin.
And I think she told me that like later on, like she wanted to sit by me, but
we went to Steak and Shake, and we just hung out a lot. And I remember just making this like weird eye contact with Kevin.
I remember looking at her. And honestly, like not being able to keep away from her eyes. I remember we used to have like this weird contact where she would look at me and I would look away, and it would just be like, it'd be kind of funny because like I probably was totally weirding her out, but I could not stop looking at her. And I just was completely awestruck by like her eyes, and like it captured me.
And so I thought that was really weird because he kept looking at me.
We went to Alex's house, and she came with us because, like, again, she was on cloud 9. She just did not want to go home, apparently.
We watched a movie.
We started talking about movies, and she didn't know what I think it was The School of Rock was with Jack Black, and all of us had already seen it, and she was like, I've never seen it before, but I'll stay and watch it with you. And we ended up like watching the movie. She really enjoyed it, and she ended up leaving, and I think all the guys had asked her like, hey, we should really hang out sometime, and when we're back at the Naz or back at the university, and she was like, yeah, of course, we're best friends now, and all. They exchanging numbers and all the other stuff, and I think as she was leaving, as I was I asked her, I was like, hey, so is it okay that you and I hang out sometime too? And then she turned around and said, yeah, of course. And that was kind of the end of that.
At the very end, he was like, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure. All the guys wanted to hang out with me, and it was really cool because I met some really nice friends from this day, and they all went to the same college. So